scarlet blaze into the chasm.
Where am I?
Let's hold off on the weapons for now, okay? Probably best you don't move at all, actually.
Wait, Claude. Hold on. What are you all doing here?
I have the same question. It appears we've been swallowed up by some kind of strange magic.
Hooray, let's all be friends for a little while.
That was your doing, wasn't it?
When we came to, we were sprawled on the ground here. Charming place, if you ask me.
Have you truly forgotten everything? You transformed and began attacking your allies. Thankfully, we managed to knock you out and capture you. But soon you awoke and fled. Those who saw you said you were like a different person.
I guess that kinda rings a bell. The last thing I remember is Arval telling me to slay the Ashen Demon. At least, I think it was Arval.
Arval?
The voice in my head. We've known each other for a few years now.
Ah, yes, of course. The voice in your head. I agree, Claude.
Pretty out there, right? This is why I never mentioned it.
And you claim this Arval suddenly decided to turn on you.
I know how it sounds, but yeah. There are two things I can say for sure. The first is that Arval's magic is what dragged us all in here. And the second is that no one's in my head anymore.
How can you be certain?
Because I don't feel them. At least not in my mind. Arval's somewhere else now. Somewhere distant.
Well, that's vague. How are we supposed to make heads or tails of any of this?
At any rate, you appear more like yourself again, which we can take as a positive sign. And I truly do want to believe you.
Well, a positive sign for Claude and Edelgard, maybe. This all seems like bad times for Dimitri.
At the very least, I hope you know a way out of this fathomless prison.
About that, I know I said distant, but Arval's definitely here with us somewhere. If we can find them and figure out what magic they used on us, we might just be able to escape.
That sounds wildly optimistic.
What else do you want to do, Edelgard?
It sure does. But considering we don't know a thing about this place, we might as well give it a shot.
In that case, let's begin looking around and see if we can't find any clues to where we are.
Zaharas. Dude, this is so cool. Temporarily parted ways with everyone but Edelgard. Love it. No sign of an exit. I wonder if the others have found anything. Look at this orb of evil in the center right here. Oh, dude, this reminds me of like a Tales of game. Like, this is the kind of thing you see happen at the end of like Tales of Xillia or Tales of Berseria. Hello, Dimitri.
I wonder...
It is strange to fight alongside those who would otherwise be my mortal enemies. However, we have no choice but to cooperate. I shall do what I can to help. Yeah, I'm pretty sus.
Meh.
Are you serious? We were each other's throats not long ago. We can settle things right now.
No.
No, I am well aware of the position we are in, even if I do not understand the entire situation. I must return to my compatriots as soon as possible. Let us see what we can find around here. Looks like Edelgard and Claude are having a chat. Can't tell if it's a pleasant one or not.
I have to say, this isn't how I imagined Fódlan's three most powerful leaders would be coming together.
I hope I still get to... It told me to chat with all three of them. I hope that talking to Dimitri first didn't stop me from talking to Claude or Edelgard. That would be less than ideal.
Indeed. I hesitate to even consider the look on Hubert's face right now.
I don't think anyone's too worried about me, though. Vanishing without a word is kind of what I do. So much for being a reliable leader.
Or perhaps it's the opposite, and your people think you reliable precisely because you always return. It must be nice having friends you can depend on to handle important matters in your absence.
And it must feel lousy to realize no one wants to do your job, Edelgard.
I'm glad to see your tongue remains as agile as ever. Let's try moving our feet instead, shall we?
Hey, I can do both if you want. It's definitely not an either-or kind of situation. So, Edelgard, say the four of us get out of here in one piece. What are you planning to do about Dimitri? Maybe we should join forces and take him on together.
You're such a bore sometimes, Claude. And is that a serious proposal?
Well, I suppose it would be easier for me if the kingdom stuck around. After all, I get the feeling that if we divide Fódlan between the Empire and the Alliance, I'll be the one holding the short end of that stick. Our goal is to deal with Rhea and the Central Church, not to unify Fódlan.
You never have been one to mince words, have you? Well then, allow me to match your honesty. It would be more convenient for me if the kingdom ceased to exist. The Central Church has a much closer relationship with Fargus than with the other regions. Even were we to capture the Archbishop and force her to dismantle the upper echelons of the Church, it wouldn't be enough. The roots of that organization run deep.
Hold on. You're just looking to capture Rhea? You're not gonna, get rid of her?
Is it not enough to subdue a foe and remove them from power?
I'm just surprised. I would have expected you to be more thorough.
And here I thought you wanted to pursue a peaceful solution.
Hey, give me some credit. If I didn't like to rock the boat, Lester would have been swallowed up by the Empire ages ago. I have ambitions, Edelgard. Real ones. I won't go into details, but I'm definitely fighting to make them a reality.
All that, and you're not planning to enlighten me? Unreliable and stingy. I, for one, have no qualms with telling you my ambitions. I seek to destroy the irrational power structure that shackles Fódlan.
Just Fódlan, huh?
Come again?
Hey, don't get me wrong. That's a goal I can get behind. That's why we're working together. But I'd be grateful if my own ambitions can be fulfilled at the end of your path of conquest.
I'd like to believe that is possible. At least for now, we can work together to achieve a common goal. And perhaps someday our pact will become a more permanent one. I hope so, at any rate.
Same here. But before that, we need to find a way out of this place.
That was a nice little combo. Oh, and then I just talked to them. Oh, when I talk to Claude, are Dimitri and Edelgard gonna chat? And then when I talk to Edelgard, Claude and Dimitri chat? I hope so. That's gonna be neat. No, I didn't want to interact with the orb. What is this thing? I'm sensing some kind of weird power coming from it. We may not know what it is, but we have to use whatever is available if we are to make it out of here. In Zaharas, you can interact with mysterious distortions to make use of all facility functions. Pog? You can still do auxiliary battles, apparently. Okay, very interesting.
Oh boy.
We're not going to be stuck here for the rest of our lives, are we? There's no way I could have seen this coming. I would have actually prepared for it if I had. How? How would you have prepared?
Huh?
What would you have done? Cooked up another scheme?
Well, I'm stumped.
Why'd you jump to that conclusion? Nice to know you have such faith in me. I was just worried about how my friends were doing after my little disappearing act. On the bright side, I'm trapped with the most stubborn people on the planet. I'm sure we can get through this if we work together. Oh, that is what happens. I wonder what Edelgard and Dimitri you're talking about.
Enough with the searching glances, Dimitri. Say what you're going to say.
I was just thinking that I find it difficult to speak with you. Even now that we have the opportunity to exchange words peaceably, too many have died for us to suddenly have meaningful heart-to-heart conversation.
Oh? That's not how I feel. Unless you mean you don't wish to speak with the tyrant you consider responsible for their deaths. In which case, let's just believe what we believe, accept that our paths have diverged, and see this through to the very end.
You're placing words in my mouth. Still, I suppose that does cut to the heart of the matter. I will not claim that all my choices were right, but I accept responsibility for them. I made them carefully and with full knowledge of the consequences.
And I'd like to think I can say the same. But this is unproductive. We need to get out of here.
Fair enough. But first, answer me this. Do you know what became of your mother and Selma?
Is Edelgard's mother ever mentioned in Three Houses? I don't recall.
Why would I?
I do vaguely remember, I don't know if I actually saw this in any of the routes I played or if I just picked it up somewhere online, but like Dimitri and Edelgard are related in some fashion, right? I don't remember how. Are they like half siblings or half cousins or something? I don't remember, but like Edelgard had to go live in the kingdom for a while and like hung out with Dimitri when they were kids, or vice versa? I don't remember. Dimitri's stepmother is Edelgard's birth mother. Ah, okay, that's what it was. Thank you, chat. I could not remember for the life of me. I knew they had some kind of... So, they have no blood relation, then. Because Edelgard's birth mother is just Dimitri's stepmother. So, no blood relation. But I do believe Edelgard grew up in the kingdom with Dimitri for a little while. Everyone in chat is telling me that if I did the Blue Lions route, I would have learned more. But that I haven't played the Blue Lions or the Church route in Three Houses. I played through Black Eagles twice, and I played through Golden Deer.
Someone told me that you would know how she met her end. Although I suspect that was nothing more than the dying ravings of a madwoman.
Oh, what's her name? Cornelia or whatever? Is she the one who told you that? That, evil mage?
It was. I haven't seen my mother since I was a child. It would have been right before she was exiled. You would know what happened better than I.
I suppose so. Regardless, thank you for answering. Now, shall we get back to finding our way out?
Please, we can't resolve anything so long as we're trapped in this...
That was quite the tremor.
Whatever this place is, I find myself liking it less by the moment.
Can you stand?
Yes, thank...
Perhaps we can put our differences aside, if only for the moment. The hostilities will do us no good here.
Yes, I suppose you're right. I can agree to that. You know, I just remembered something from back when I was but a child. I had fallen to the ground and was met with a kind hand reaching out to help me up. I took it without thinking, without even looking first to see who it was. I suppose that shows you how much I've grown. Dimitri, what is it?
I have a similar memory. One of helping a little girl who had fallen in the dirt.
What are the odds?
Knowing you, such occurrences would have been commonplace in your youth. Don't try to imply we share a memory.
No, I rarely forget an important face. Often to my own woe, I might add.
Enough. Let us end this before we both make greater fools of ourselves. We need to escape. That's our only priority.
Edelgard,
What are you doing? You should know I won't hesitate to leave you behind.
Indeed. I'm coming, Elle.
Yo, this is awesome. I love this.
Do you have a moment?
Are you sure you are alright? Nothing feels off. I would prefer to avoid a scenario where you try to cut me down. I am worried. What if Arval takes control of me again?
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, I'm really worried.
Yes.
Of course you are. I would be too if I were in your position. For now, let us explore this area and see if we can find any clues. Oh, I guess Claude and Dimitri don't chat with one another. Probably if I was playing either of their routes, they would. Guess I should check out that distortion. Yeah, so Claude and Dimitri must only... They only, chat with each other if you're in one of their routes. Embark, huh? I don't think I need to do anything else. Let's just get embarking. A mysterious expanse lies before you. Go deeper. Hacker voice. I'm in.
Yeesh. You can't tell forward from back in here. Let's try over that way, maybe?
Good idea. It seems different from the rest of the void. Look out!
So it failed. Has my skill degraded that sharply over the years?
Arval.
I have been searching for you. And look what you brought me. The three who fancy themselves sovereigns, ruling over that abomination's wretched spawn. What unexpected luck. I do hope you are all prepared to face death this day.
So this is Arval, is it?
He's a little more orange than the Arval I know, but kinda.
Undo this sorcery and return us from whence we came, demon.
Oh, I do not think that will be happening. But even if I desired to accede to your wishes, the great forbidden spell of Zaharas is a one-way journey.
Zaharas? There should be another H in between the Z and the A for this to be Zaharas instead of just Zaris. Zaharas. Alright.
None can escape this eternal darkness.
Darkness within darkness awaits you. We look off to the left and we just see Riku fighting Ansem, the Seeker of Darkness, in the distance. Or it's like the end of KH1 and Ansem's giant death ship is flying by and we hear Goofy go, Yahoo! As he flies around trying to fight it. That would be so good.
I vote we kill this thing and see what happens. Who's with me?
I've never agreed with Claude more before in my life.
Something tells me they wouldn't lay this trap, only to suffer the same fate as us. If this being can free themselves from this void, it stands to reason that so too can we.
Then try cutting me down if you like. Sadly, what you see before you is but an illusion. I have a task to fulfill, and once it is accomplished, I shall leave this place alone.
Arval, wait! What task are you talking about? Why did you use me? And what are you trying to do here?
Also, can I still have the cool teleporting powers even though we're on the outs?
Ah, but you are mistaken. I am not Arval. My name is Epimenides, an ordinary man who vowed to kill the beast which set the earth ablaze.
I've already forgotten how to pronounce what you just said.
Do you not comprehend my purpose? I must save this world and its true people.
Whatever you say, Mentos.
That is why I chose to pass my consciousness down through the ages. And you are the vessel for that consciousness.
This music is bumping.
What does that mean?
What the heck is this? Are they gonna let me play as Claude or Dimitri, the Great Lord class, and then the Barbarossa class? You did not have that wyvern when we got here. And then the Emperor, of course. They're probably just gonna have me play as Rogue the whole time, but I gotta try out playing as Claude and Dimitri if I can. 8 minutes, 1,000 enemies. There are gonna be 1,000 worth enemies here? Someone in chat specifically said to make sure you S-rank this mission, so here's hoping. I don't think there's anything I need to do in the convoy first. If only I could bring my other friends. 82 magic! Hubert is not allowed. He's not okay. That's illegal. Do I have my entire battalion here with me, by the way?
I don't know what's going on, but I do know whoever that is needs to be stopped.
And how far are you willing to go? Will you cut down your own friends
Wind
to
God?
reach me?
Evil Hubert! Not Evil Hilda! Dibs on Evil Hilda? Can I just, like, can I team up with Evil Hilda?
Hubert? No. It must be a duck.
I am the Wind God.
So, it's completely indistinguishable from the real thing.
What are these little red bars of death down low? I have no idea. Fallen Star? Dude, that's so cool.
Why are you... No. This is a deception.
Whoa, dude! I can't wait to play Golden Deer. This class is so pog. Die, all of you.
God, no! Don't do this! I can't believe you would hurt me.
Hilda!
Harder than I thought. for sure they're not real.
Hilda, I love you. All right, where's Evil to Do? He's right next to me. Who beats Evil to Do? Not Dimitri, that's for dang sure. It's got to be Rogue.
Not a problem.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Take a breather.